And we now have with us the MMDA Traffic Chief Bong Nebriha. Good morning, Colonel. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, Ria.
Well, yesterday, the MMDA faced senators in a hearing on the proposed provincial bus ban. And you were there yesterday along with GM Jojo Garcia. Let's first talk about the provincial bus ban. As of now, the ban is on hold, right?
That's right. We were issued a writ of preliminary injunction prohibiting us to proceed with the policy. So right now it's on hold. Well, the dry run that we had last week was actually voluntary. This was well, we had a talk with the provincial bus operators before, a week before the the injunction was issued to us, and we just let the bus operators to proceed as planned or as we have talked about a week before the injunction.
The lawmakers are suggesting now this window in time for the ban, which is actually part of the revised memorandum order of the MMDA. After the hearing, what would you say would be the best compromise for the provincial bus ban in order for it to actually push through?
Well, actually, Ria, it's included in the MC that we're allowing provincial buses to come in and out of EDSA from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. So it was already included. I just do not know if Congressman El Rey Villafuerte or Alfredo Garbin were able to read that provision in the MC, but it is there. So if we will proceed with the 10 to 4 or maybe extend it from 9 to 5, it's something that we need to talk and sit down with again with the other members of the traffic and transport management team of the government.
Okay, it's been said that the bus ban is anti-poor. What's your reaction to that?
Well, we have different perspectives on this, especially coming from the representatives and from us. I do not know what anti-poor is for them because we see it on the ground. We know when our kababayans from the provinces come to Manila, once they reach the terminal, they are being sent out on the street. Wait for your ride there, right? Whether it's a city bus, a taxi, a TNBS, or a personal ride. But the thing is, how about when it rains, when the sun is up? It's hard for them. So that's why that's the thing that we're trying to correct. Even the fare, we have coordinated with the city bus operators to please even out the fare, which means if you're coming from Bicol and you're paying 1,000 to go to Cubao, now that you're being dropped off to Santa Rosa, maybe your fare will be lessened by 100 pesos. And that's the request that we had been asking the city bus operators to kindly just cover that amount and bring them to Cubao. So if there will be an adjustment of fare, that this will be very minimal, if none, none at all.
Okay, and remind us again why you're really pushing for the provincial bus ban when provincial buses only make up a fraction of the volume in EDSA.
That's right, Ria. Well, actually, based on our counts, they just constitute the provincial buses are just 2%.
2%?
Yes, of the volume. However, here's the thing. We're trying to segregate the different types of transportation in EDSA. Buses, motorcycles, private vehicles. If we will do that, they will constitute 50% of the yellow lane. That's why before we proceeded with that segregation, what we wanted is to decongest the yellow lane, move the provinces out, stretch the routes of the city buses so that there will be spaces in between and the yellow lane will be faster than what we have today.
All right. Now, Senator Grace Poe insists the emergency power of the president is not necessary to solve Metro Manila traffic. And in fact, Malacanang actually came to the defense of MMDA, saying that the public should give you guys a chance to do your job. What was your reaction to that, Sir Bong?
Well, we appreciate what Secretary Panelo said, last night. And that's true. Give us a chance because we do not have a new policy to implement anyway. We are just implementing the existing ones. But the thing is, we've been battered, we've been bashed last week about the traffic. Now we had a volume count. Yesterday, they already conducted the volume count in Main Avenue, and it is more than the usual that we had in the past few weeks. So, well, I do not know that if that will justify everything, but the thing is, we've done nothing wrong. We've just implemented what policies there are on EDSA in the absence of any new policies. So, but then again, with what Grace Poe is saying, Senator Grace Poe is saying, that there were so many proposals yesterday, and we appreciate them. These are new ideas. Why not? Let's try all these new ideas. Because in the absence of any new policies, we will just be where we are right now.
Right. Well, the provincial bus ban is really just one facet of trying to solve
Yes.
the traffic problem. Are there
Yes.
any other measures in the pipeline of the MMDA
Well,
right now?
actually, Ria, it's a series of policies that we're trying to come up with, one after the other. Actually, the provincial bus ban is a prerequisite to our next policy, which is fencing off EDSA and putting bollards to segregate all the mode of transportation on EDSA. So we will put bollards in the yellow lane, separating the buses from the motorcycle. We will be putting bollards also in the dedicated motorcycle lane, so separating them from the cars. So, but then again, we were not able to pull out the volume of the yellow lane. So I do not know if we will still be implementing the next policy. And the next policy after that is reducing the volume of the private vehicles. We will come back with the high occupancy vehicle policy.
Okay, now on another topic, the Araneta-Aurora intersection is set to close for 7 nights starting August 15th from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. And it said that about 17 to 18,000 vehicles are going to be affected by this. Why close the road, and what are the alternate routes?
Well, we need to close the road so that we could give way for the construction of the Skyway 3. We've been pushing for the early opening of the Skyway 3 connector, because that we see that it will help decongest EDSA by almost 100 to 150,000 vehicles. So we've been pushing for that. So these are the requirements that the Skyway 3 project needs, and we're just implementing it so that it could be finished on time.
All right, so it's kind of a short-term sacrifice.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what about this? Your reaction to Pasig Mayor Vico Soto's statement that MMDA policies for EDSA actually worsen traffic in Pasig?
Well, it's sad that it comes from the mayor, who is also a member of the Metro Manila Council, right? As I've said, on my part, personally, I haven't invented any policy that I will be implementing on EDSA, except for those that came from the Metro Manila Council themselves. So, well, if it affects them, it affects all the LGUs practically, because EDSA is our main artery. So if there will be traffic on EDSA, if there will be a gridlock on EDSA, it will affect Caloocan, Quezon City, San Juan, Mandaluyong, Makati, Pasay, and those LGUs that are near these places.
That's right. It is quite literally all connected.
Yes, of course. We're landlocked area.
All right. Thank you very much for getting up early to talk to us, Colonel Bong. We do appreciate it. We do know you are doing your absolute best.
It's always a pleasure coming here and explaining to the people what we're doing or not.
Okay. Thank you very much, MMDA Traffic Chief Bong Nebriha.